everybody, it's Noreen, Atticus9799, and this is going to be a little bit of a departure from a regular cooking video. Today, my family and I, my husband, myself, and my two daughters, Molly and Micah, who are 10 and 12, we sat down and we watched this movie, Food, Inc. I really think everybody needs to watch this. This is going to be my review of this movie. This movie is beyond thought-provoking. It is extremely important. Now, I know we don't share a lot except recipes with each other and sometimes an occasional conspiracy theory. But this is more important than that. This movie is telling truth on a level that is unbelievable. And it took me on an emotional ride that I didn't expect. I found myself crying at a few points during this film, and really thinking and pausing it a lot to explain things to my kids and talk to them about how things are. This movie covers everything from the meat packing industry, meat processing of beef, chicken, and pork, and how it impacts our lives every day. What we buy in the grocery store is killing us, basically. And it's killing our children. And if we don't start to change something, if we don't demand proper labeling, if we don't demand from the government that GMO foods be changed, something has to change, or something is going to happen that we can't fix. And this goes beyond save the earth and all of that. It's save us. We've become so reliant on things we have no idea. We don't touch anything anymore. We don't make anything ourselves anymore. Is disturbing. When I think about, I put my hands every week. I make my own bread, but it's such a small thing that while we were watching this movie, we started to think about the things we might be able to do in our lives to change how we do things so that we can be healthier. After we watched the movie and we'd eaten dinner, we had to run to the grocery store, and we started to actually read some of the labels because my kids, a light went off for them, and they started reading the labels of some of the things that they really like to eat, and it really occurred to them that maybe these aren't so good. So I think we really need to make a greater effort to contact whoever it is, whether it's our politicians, who I know don't always do the best job for us, but we have to start somewhere. We have to make a pledge to each other that we're going to try and do something to change this problem. We have to start eating more locally. If it didn't ever occur to me before, it occurs to me in such a big way now that buying chicken parts in the grocery store is not what we need to do anymore, because this is not the same chicken that our parents grew up eating. And maybe we need to not eat so much meat. Now, you all know that I grow a garden, so that is something that we'll continue to do. But we have to do something more. We have to eat from our garden. We have to eat less meat. We have to buy locally. We have to shop at our farmers markets, and we have to try and eat organic. After the movie, my husband looked at me and he said, is there a way we can we afford to buy more better made foods? Is there a way we can buy organic milk? Now, I do buy organic milk. I don't buy it on a regular basis, but we are going to start. It doesn't matter if it's more expensive. So we will cut out in some other way. We'll figure out something else. But I got to do it for her, and I got to do it for Micah, and I got to do something. So maybe that's a small thing. I'm going to make a pledge to my family. I know that we have a local poultry grower, and I'm going to see about buying chicken from them. maybe you can do something like that in your area. I know it's going to cost more money for us to eat well, and I know it's really easy to go to the grocery store and buy something that's full of genetically modified ingredients and full of corn products and fructose, high fructose corn syrup, but something has to change. And the one thing I really wanted to say, this is a fabulous movie, and everybody should watch it. I got my copy on Amazon. It was $10. I also think it's very important for you to watch this movie because it really does cover the evil of the Monsanto Corporation and what they are doing to our farmers, what they are doing to our world, and what they're eventually going to do to our children. Because what's impacting the crops now that they're creating, this Franken food that they've made, that we have all gotten used to, it feeds the cattle that we put in our hamburgers and that we put in our bodies and that we feed our children. It goes into everything from cereal to batteries. Corn, this corn and soybean crap that Monsanto has peddled on the American public is nothing short of evil. And they don't care because they're making money. They're putting small farmers out of business, and they don't care because they're making money. They are marketing a genetically modified seed that has an impact that is so great I can't even fathom what it will do to our future. I implore you all to watch it any way you can. Go rent it at Blockbuster. You can rent it on iTunes for $3.99. You can buy it on iTunes for $15. You can order it from Amazon for $10. Whatever you do, please watch this. Borrow it from a neighbor. Do something. Watch this and think about it. And when you do, watch it with your kids. If they're old enough to kind of comprehend what's going on, watch it with them. I know I don't usually do anything like this, but this is very important to me, and it's important to all of us. It's important to our future and for our children and for the grandchildren that we may someday have, because whoever controls the food controls the world, and right now Monsanto is controlling it all, and we can't have that. So I guess that's really all I have to say right now. So I'll go, and I'll ask you just please to watch Food Inc. and let me know what you think. Post a comment down below. And I'm going to put a link to, on this side, sorry. I'm going to put a link to the Food Inc. website. And there's also some resource pages that they have posted that you can go and get more information. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to look and see what I can do to have a public screening of Food Inc. in my community, because I think it's that important that we get the word out about this film. And it's going to, let's face it, I may not be Oprah's biggest fan, but she did a show on this the other day and I watched it. I knew about this film before Oprah came on the TV and told people about it. And I had actually seen part of it. But is this bigger than all of us? And it's going to take us to change how things are done. So I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to say thank you for indulging me, and I'm going to ask you to do your part. And if it just takes a little time out of your life, 2 hours that could change the way you think about the way the world is going, and you take it from there. You decide what's important. I'm going to decide that this is important to me, and then I need to start doing something to change it. One great thing I will leave you with, what they said in the movie, is you have the choice to vote about this 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get to vote 3 times a day. When else do you ever get to vote 3 times a day? This is when you get to vote. So watch the film, come back and let me know what you think, because I would love to engage in an intelligent adult conversation about what you think after you watch it. So until next time, see ya.